Hey there, and welcome back to Cosmic Crypto. In this video, we're going to be talking about Ravencoin RVN. Let's go. Okay, welcome back to the channel. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please go down below, tap that subscribe button, and while you're down there, if you can hit the like button, I'd really appreciate it. All right, let's get into this. Ravencoin. I'm going to start us off on the 4-hour time frame. This should be just a quick update. In the last video, I had talked about how Ravencoin had fallen below our previous support line here. And actually, let me jump to the weekly really quick just so we can get a better picture of this. So we have fallen below on the weekly, and it looks like we came back up to retest as resistance. Now the weekly, actually on the stochastic here, looks like we are getting towards the bottom here. We might have a curl over and possibly going to move to the upside, but I do think that there is a chance for downward momentum in the short term. So let me just show you that here in just a moment. Also, the momentum trend directional, it looks like the wave could be gearing up for the move to reverse here, probably in the next coming weeks. But back to the 4-hour chart here, just wanted to talk about this triangle pattern that I'd pointed out in the previous video, where we were at this point of the triangle pattern in the previous video. And I said to pay attention to hitting the top here, and we'd probably come back down to retest down below, which is what we did. And then we'd come back up, and I said pay attention to where the gap is. If the gap is right here, then expect a possibility of us dropping to the downside. If we did not come all the way down and retest this as support, and there was a gap down in this area, then I was saying that maybe there's a chance that this does break to the upside. Now, there is still a chance either way. This is like a 50-50 pattern for me, honestly, which is not really too much help. But you could just pay attention to this gap and wait for the breakdown to happen, which honestly, I do believe that is going to happen. The only thing that does give me a little bit of pause about the breakdown to the downside is the stochastic down here and the trend directional. Now I'm on the 4-hour time frame, and not only do we have a green dot on the trend directional in 2 locations here, and it looks like it wants to curl back over, but also the stochastic here is down over here in the oversold area. And so it's telling me, I mean, it looks like it wants to curl up here. Just like if you look back in previous locations here, once we came to the top, we curled down, we came down in price. We came up here and we curled down, we came down in price again. It kind of is telling me that it wants to go up, but time will tell, because it looks like we've still got a few hours to go. And so if you are paying attention to this, again, pay attention to the gap here. The momentum is to the downside, even though the directionals here are saying otherwise. So pay attention to that. If this does break down, which there is a solid chance that it does, but again, I'm just going to say 50-50, because this is, I don't know. I don't like these. I really don't like the triangle patterns too much. They're kind of wishy-washy to me, but people trade off of them, so let's just go with it. So if it did break down to the downside, that would bring us for a price target down to the 0164 area. Now, I actually do not think that that's going to happen. I think that if it did come down, it would actually retest on the 0171 area, which is the previous support that we had over here. I think that we're going to find some support there as well. And so if it does break down, I am actually expecting, if it does break down to, if it came down to here, to get a very strong wick to the upside. The other thing that we can pay attention to here is a fake out to the downside. The reason why I want to say that is we've got this, so I've been testing some different indicators here. The one that I'm looking at here is the support and resistance dynamic, which gives you support and resistance areas on the chart. And they're fairly accurate to a point, I guess. I mean, I guess on here it's kind of iffy. It's the reddish pink lines here. So as you can see, in between right here, we had the support and the resistance, and it was good. We came down here to this pink line here, and we found support. And then, kind of iffy over here, right over here, we kind of just fell right through it, but basically found support. Anyway, that being said, this could end up being a fake out to the downside because there is a lot of shorts open on the market right now. Everybody believes that the price is going to go down lower, and there is a good chance that that happens. But what that also tells me is there's a good chance to get a short squeeze to the upside. And so what might end up playing out, and pay attention to this, is we come and we fall through here, we find support right here, or even above it, which would create a higher low if we found it above this pink line here. And it could be a fake out to the downside and then a rocket to the upside to get up to this resistance level right up here, right around just almost 3 cents, maybe even all the way up to the 3 cent level. So there is a possibility for a short squeeze. The technicals here are telling me that that is a chance. I mean, there is, these green dots here and these waves continue to get smaller, gearing more towards the upside. Which is just telling me that there's a lot of divergence going on here, somewhere in here. And also it's just telling me that the momentum indicators are wanting to go up. And so that could be what we're looking at, is a fake out to the downside and a short squeeze to the upside. But again, and also we still haven't even played out this whole move yet anyways. So we haven't even broken down yet. So pay attention. We could just break to the upside. But in the case that we do break down to the downside, just be careful if you're trading that. That's pretty much all I got for Ravencoin. Quick update on that. It is really unfortunate that we're staying beneath this blue line here for as long as we are. But, again, let me move over to the daily and see what we got going on there really quick. So on the daily, we're in the oversold area here. The green dot here with the momentum trying to curl up. The money flow is out in the red here, which is not a good sign. But a lot of this is going to depend on where Bitcoin is going. And it's just really been unfortunate because the DXY has been doing exactly what I said is going to do. And it has broken down and is starting to fall. And we might get a bounce here, actually, is what it looks like. It looks like a quick bounce might be coming in to retest the 108 area. So that could be why we might get that quick push to the downside with Bitcoin and Ravencoin and everything else. But it is really unfortunate with this FTX thing that happened because everything was playing to the bullish momentum with the DXY falling. We were getting some bullish moves. Altcoins were running 50 to 100%. And then FTX had to go and do what they did. Anyway, that's all I got for Ravencoin. Be safe out there. Just remember, not a financial advisor, just a dude on his computer. Talk to you later.